Your nightmares are not your enemy. Let's say you had a nightmare last night. You shook it off. You tried to forget it. And I want to tell you, really, that is a really big mistake. That nightmare was the most important conversation your subconscious has had with you, or tried to have with you, in months. Here's why. The thing about dreams is most people think they're random, like just brain noise or just leftover things from a TV show from the day. A dream is an extension of the day's events. Your subconscious takes everything that you experienced in, every conversation, every feeling, every thought, dream, desire. It records it all. And it wants to keep you happy, healthy, and whole. But first of all, it wants you to help. Every conversation, every feeling you have, everything that you go through on any day is recorded. So if you think about it, everything you experience through an entire day, whether it be pushed down, whether it be screamed with happiness, whether it's a pattern that you don't notice at all, but maybe your coworkers or your family does, it's all going in really without notice, unless you choose to take a look at anything, recognize it, make it move to another place, expose it, and imprint it. But that's a different story. That's what we're talking about with the REI method. This is looking from the dream's perspective. All these things going into the subconscious, what it does is it holds a story for you, and it wants to tell you again how you did throughout the day. Whether you did maybe a little bit too much talking, maybe a little bit too much studying, maybe a little bit too much running, maybe not enough running. Maybe you should have talked to the neighbor a bit more, maybe your mother, who knows, but the story that the subconscious can put together from the day's events, it will try and tell you, maybe you should look at this a little bit more, because it's a really great recap and it's informative for you to move forward. Most of those messages go completely unnoticed. Your subconscious is planting beautiful things in your dreams, trying to give you something every single night, hoping that you're going to catch it. But most people don't wake up and say, hey, what about this in this dream? What they say is, oh, that was strange. Most people just roll over and forget whatever they don't like about what they do remember. And I want to tell you, that's not a weakness. That's just something that people do. That's the default program. It's easier not to look at things than to look at things for most people at most times in their life. But I want to remind you that dreams are a fantastic source of information for your soul's movement through the planet as it evolves. And your soul's guide is the best for you. And the dreams are how it speaks. So I want to tell you something about how it talks. It doesn't have any ability to logic anything out for you. It's like children under the age of 7, under the age of reason. Everything comes in story form. And so when the subconscious isn't giving you a dream, it is also in that beautiful storyboard that you have invented for yourself. And sometimes it's a little bit hard for you to understand, because as an adult, we like things logical and easy to understand. Okay, so now I want to tell you about how important it is for you to recognize what's going on in those dreams. They're a wealth of information just sitting there waiting for you to help evolve and be happier, more health radiating through, and more whole. This data point is something I want you to remember. If you happen to have a nightmare, that's like winning the lottery. Nightmares are the ones carrying the most critical information from deep inside of you, trying to get you to wake up and remember them. They are designed to do anything to get you to wake up and remember them. And you probably had the same theme going for a really long time and not even known it. Different symbols, different pictures. Some people have recurring, most people don't. But usually until that is solved, it will keep giving you the same information. And when it feels like it can't get you to listen in any other way consciously, the nightmare will occur. I want you to remember that the subconscious really doesn't have a direct voice for most people. Some people can train themselves to do it, which is really a wonderful skill. Most people are trying to avoid things in life. Most people don't want to get on the scale. Most people don't want to do their taxes. Most people don't want to take an extra walk around the block. So having some dream work to do, if that's just one more thing that they can put on the list of, maybe we'll get to it. But knowing that it's there, it wants to tell you what is going on in your life and how to improve it. It's like a best friend just they're waiting to give you some beautiful images. And when the subconscious is screaming in the form of a nightmare, I want you to get up with celebration. Write it down, talk it into your phone, whatever emotions, whatever people, whatever situations, what movement, how you felt, where it started, where it ended, whatever you remember. Each and every detail was picked up by you, your subconscious, specifically for you. For those of you who like to ignore nightmares, and if you happen to have a lot of them, remember that's one of the worst things that you could do for your own happiness, your self-healing, or whatever it's trying to work on with you. It's easier to roll over and try to forget, but in the long run, it's much healthier for you to take a look at it, see what it's saying, and move forth. So nightmares are not a problem. Avoiding them are. Now, once the nightmares happened and you've got it down on paper, you've got it in your phone, in your notes, wherever you've gotten it, please make sure you put it in something that you can tangibly look at it later. Because if you say, I'll remember it, most people lose almost every detail of the dream, and then you miss a lot of information. So please write it down someplace for that. I'd like you to start something called a dream book, a dream journal. You can easily go to the store and pick up a dream book. There's tons of them out there from a lot of different perspectives. Then you have to read the book and tell the subconscious, this is how you want all your symbols to come forth. Let's say you got a dream book and it tells you that a snake means transformation, that water means emotion, and that falling means loss of control. But what if you grew up with a pet snake that you loved? What if water nearby you was a place that you almost drowned as a child? What if falling was your favorite sensation as an acrobat? Your dream's going to be interpreted completely wrong. So I'd like you to make a symbol book for yourself. So with that dream, if you dreamt of a snake, what does the snake mean to you? 3 words, 5 at most, what that means. What would water mean to you? If you went to someplace beautiful with your parents every summer and you loved it, you're going to have some positive things that go along with water. So within the book, each and every night, you'll take a little bit of time in the morning to write down what each and every one of those things means. Short sentence, 3 to 5 words at most. I just want to make sure that you know that your symbols are your symbols and no one else's. Not your brothers, not your sisters, not your mothers, not the person that you work with. They come from your experiences, from your life, from your own nervous system, and that's important to remember. So I know you're probably not going to go get that dream book and read it from beginning to end, so write your own dream book. Start to feel what it is, and your subconscious will start understanding that you should be having those kind of symbols in your dreams. Then the sentences can start coming forth, because each and every symbol means a little bit to your nervous system. You can put it together like a puzzle. That puzzle will help your soul talk to you. And that's a beautiful, beautiful thing. That's the old program. Here's the new one. Now, your dreams are running whether you pay attention to them or not. Your subconscious is always trying to communicate whether you're listening or not. Your soul is also trying to speak to you, sometimes in the way of intuition. But that's a topic for another video. But the question here today is whether you should take advantage of that information. Of course you should. Even if you looked at one dream a week, you are going to be improving in whatever way, shapes, and forms that are nice, neat, comfortable, and peaceful for you. And if you have a lot of troubles going on, you might be having a lot of different dreams. And once your subconscious starts to realize that you're listening, you're looking, it will make it easier for you to get to the information it is trying to give to you. And that is wonderful. So if this shifted how you think about your dreams, especially the ones you've been afraid to look at, please subscribe. There's more coming in with the Art of Alignment. I also have a QR code so you can reach me personally. I have a 15-minute free consultation for anyone who'd like to reach out to see if there's something that we could work together with to help you become more aligned, more in tune with who your best self is, and be freer living on this planet, enjoying each and everything that's here for you. And especially if you've had a nightmare recently that you just can't shake, drop it in the comments, just not to interpret it, not to name it. Sometimes just saying it out loud is the first crack to kind of getting into where it is. We'll be in touch.